Hi, it's Chris here, just checking in, doing this Regen leadership course through Holistic Management Canada. And today's video is regarding conventional learning and adaptive learning. And just talking through some of the difference here. Conventional learning, it's based on established thoughts and actions, quick and relatively easy, kind of like a recipe. Okay, but it's hard to do some diagnostic and design with it. When you transition to adaptive learning, it's really based on understanding, right? Getting down to the root cause of things. It welcomes diversity and change. And again, it's very important when we start trying to dig into diagnostics and design. So the activity today is to ask ourselves, what are some areas that you have done adaptive learning? Is it probably something you have struggled to master? Now, for me, I really enjoy this space of adaptive learning because I really do like to get down to the root. And again, my background as a mechanical engineer as well as farmer, often that recipe might not often work, and my line of work has been root cause and getting to the bottom of things. Especially when we're trying to search for problems, right? There's not often a recipe book for all our problems out there. So some examples of adaptive learning in my background in the automotive sector, when there's issues, there's not always a nice troubleshooting tree that comes with that manual. We have to get down to the bottom of things. As well, my understanding of root cause. I don't like just adding a band-aid to things, right? If something breaks on a machine, we could just weld on a patch. That's kind of like a band-aid solution. But if we can get down to the root, understand what was going on when the problem occurred, understand the design, we can maybe modify it going forward. And now that is often difficult. Again, in the real world on the farm, we do weld a patch on. Often even in our health, we do just prescribe a drug, to reduce symptoms. But I think for long-term success, it's to prevent, right? That whole, again, in the engineering world, we build a prototype, right? And our goal is to break it. The goal is to break it to understand where the weakest links are, and then get down to the root to do a real solution. Again, sometimes on the farm, again, we do weld on that patch to get us through the day, but the goal is for long-term health and long-term solutions. We kind of clear that, have a blank slate, and understand. So I think that the struggle portion is when time is a factor. We're trying to get something done. Often a band-aid or a patch is just put on. But for true health and for true integrity and resilience, we need to sometimes clear our slate, think about options, and get down to that root cause. So again, automotive, right? We have to understand how it was designed, why it was designed. It's a lot of questioning. And a comment was that conventional learning doesn't really like questioning. And I think back to, my role as a parent. My kids ask lots of questions. Why? And I think their premise of learning is adaptive, right? They ask questions, get a response, ask questions, try and understand the why. And I think we shouldn't lose that. And understanding that it might not get us there quickly, but long term, it will diagnose the real problem. And that saying, an ounce of prevention is a pound of cure. So if we want to just prevent the problem to happen in the first place, really asking a lot of questions. So again, my background, from an engineer, it does take more time to get to the bottom of things, but it's often worth it. So again, we can apply that in our agriculture model. It might take more time, asking more questions, but if we keep at it, hopefully then we prevent the problem from happening the next time. And understanding it's good to see that problem as an opportunity to understand that's where our weakest link is, that we need to be asking more questions to really understand that why. So So yeah, that's my answer to today's question, and I look forward to the next meeting and group session, and we'll check in with you later. Take care.